Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys, Coach O'Brien, really came into his.
Well, no doubt the best college game this Saturday is here in Miami Gardens, Florida. The place, Hard Rock Stadium, as two of the top 5 teams in the nation will face off. It's the Clemson Tigers and the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Woods. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense.
Daniel's pass complete.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And Clemson has taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Daniel's pass intercepted. Sets up first.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. From 8 yards out. And Clemson tacks onto their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second down, it's Woods. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now it's out. Langford loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
The quarterback is sacked.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. DeAndre Jewell with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Clemson tacks onto their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting faster.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
Back
line.
out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take on you, that's a bad.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Steps away, and a loose football. It's going the other way. There he goes, right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Score, Tigers 28, Hurricanes nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Off the play fake. Matthews going deep this time for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Pushing his way inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
On the carry, it's Jewell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Matthews toward the end zone, but that's good.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Runs over him. Touchdown, Clemson.
Matthews pass. Complete to DeMarcus.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. shotgun snap for Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Third and long, it's Daniel. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 23. There he goes, left side. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. And he's able to put it through.
Tigers 42. Hurricanes nothing.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Out of the gun, Daniel. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on third down, Daniel. Right side complete. That's Woods. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. All cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
28-yard line. A gain of 12. First down.
Matthews to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for his wideout. It's second.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Matthews. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half.
Clemson Tigers 45. Hurricanes nothing.
Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Jay on Whiteside. 69 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw again on second down. Daniel, and he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll buy some time right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On second down now, Jewell. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now.
And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. DeAndre Jewell taking it in. as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense, ready to get the drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Daniel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Now it's Daniel. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 85. Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniel. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Tigers 59. Hurricanes nothing.
Daniel throwing again. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson. Jay on Whiteside. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The Clemson Tigers 66. Hurricanes nothing.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air. Daniel on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down. Throwing again is Daniel. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
They've given up a few, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, Daniel again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Daniel's pass intercepted.
Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll keep it on the ground. Jewell, and he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. On first down, it's Daniel. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second and 10, Daniel. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Daniel on first down. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 44-yard line.
To the air again, Daniel. That's caught by Jackson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Daniel on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Throwing again on second down. Daniel throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Daniel on third down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Once again, Daniel dumps it into the flat to Langford. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
At the 11-yard line. Tonight's
A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
A season's worth of Saturdays all comes down to this. The final in New Orleans, home of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome and the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Michigan State Spartans. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off for the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10 now for the Spartans. Wade in the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Off play action. Wade. It's caught right side. Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down. It's Young, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, they go with Young. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Gain of a yard.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. That'll be taken in by Anderson.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Takes over 1st down.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline. Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Come on, bring it, baby, bring it. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Jackson Henry, 95 yards. And Clemson has taken the early lead. So much for just picking up the first down. How about that run all the way on 3rd down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the first down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back. And I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 10. Wade to throw it again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
This is taken around the 12. Oh, look at that. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, Jewell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Tigers 7, Spartans nothing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's some room to run now. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Great effort there. 49 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to go.
It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you are closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Throwing on first down. Matthews, right after the turnover, to come out throw.
Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
The Clemson field goal.
And Miller's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense, not so much by the defense.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you...
And on his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a gain of 14.
Broke off a pretty nice run there. And as he has runs like that, Charles, keep in mind he's doing it against one of the best defenses in the entire country.
And I remain impressed with how he's made the...
And that is caught. Touchdown Clemson. Donnie Simpson there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Taken in the end zone. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he loses the football a second time. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives? 3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown Clemson. Donnie Simpson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I'd think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other has it. He
He
already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to hand to Jewell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would.
And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Spartans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
much like a running back going through the line. Quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. What a story this would be. Clemson 1/2 away from a national title.
Tigers 49. Spartans nothing.
Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season.
Oh, eluding the tackle.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Jay on right side. 77 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Norton for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Knocks over another.
see punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The Clemson Tigers 63, Spartans nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
1-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And now the ball's out, followed in midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A dump off to Anderson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. Nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Matthews. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Can't do that.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Operating from the gun, Matthews going deep for Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A big play there. 48 yards. And this offense offense continues to pour it on.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw on second down. Wade, quick hitter here. It's complete.
Wade's pass.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
4-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I gotta tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. They can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Buying time to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball.
I think the ball's out. It's going the other way.
Complete.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Too shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the...
And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. DeAndre Jewell, 31 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the driver will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise,
pressure comes, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. Great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st down, Wade. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Young. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 40.
2nd down and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
What a run for the Heartbreak Kids, and it all culminates
Here in the Big Easy, they are the national champions. Truly a champion's performance. Weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the college football world.
Hey, you know, it was really great what you did.
What do you mean?
I know you could have gone to the draft last year, but instead you risked everything to come back here and help us. It means a lot to me, man.
Hey, we've been through it all together, man. You know I love you like a brother. So, are you feeling thankful enough to finally admit that I'm Batman?
Come on, let's not get carried away now. But hey, I will admit, you're no Robin.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Superman.
Soups.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can work with that.
Yeah, you know he's Batman's equal, his biggest rival. And even though they battle it out from time to time, they always wind up back as close friends.
I can definitely work with that.
But hey, just in case you ever go stepping out of line, you should know that I always keep an extra thing of kryptonite on me at all times.
You might need that in the NFL. Against me. No cap.
Well, that was certainly a college career for the ages. And it was my honor to be there with you guys through that part of your journey. And I just want to thank you for taking us through that. Now, we're closing in on another critical chapter, the NFL Combine.
So, the NFL Combine, I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me. No. No, this cannot be happening. Okay. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where was the last place you looked at them?
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. A lot of help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on. I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but I'll tell you what. You let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on. See if they fit. What's the verdict?
Perfect fit But honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
Of course. 4.6? I can do that barefoot.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Less challenging now that I don't have to do it barefoot, thanks to you and your cleats.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're going to be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Yep, I feel it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. On the double. One more. Ready? Go! We're almost there, a little more. Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Hut. Yeah! Ready? Yeah! Wait. Woo! Better than this. Let's go now. Nike 18. Let's go. Yeah, got that. Here we go. Cougar 19. Pick it up already. Shut up. Hawk 70. Take your time, focus. Ready up! Ready! Oh! Hey! Yes! Yeah! Woo! Come on! Hey! 18, go! There we go!
Well, today had a little bit of it all. select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL Draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. Welcome back to the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is it. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
I don't know nobody.